us while we're there.
Hey everybody, it's Kerry and Cody from Jawwoods Bushcrafts, and I'm out here today walking around with my new X3 backpack from eBurley Stock. Just received it yesterday actually, and I figured I'd come out and test it out. While I'm out here though, I figured I'd talk to you folks about a subject I really like. It seems that everybody is looking for the one knife to do it all option. Well, I don't necessarily believe in the one knife to do it all. Because what fun would that be to only have one knife? I am a big fan of carrying multiple knives for different tasks. I like bigger knives for chopping. I love my machete for getting into places. I like my bush knives, my standard 3 to 5 inch blades for doing bushcraft chores, carving, whittling, fire prep, things of that nature. But I do have two knives that if you really, really, really want that one knife option, these two would be excellent choices. First off, I'm going to talk about my Walkabout 7 from Abe Elias of Diving Sparrow Knife Works. This is Abe's version of the classic American Bowie. Actually, it's a lot like the old Hudson Bay camp knife pattern. I have micarta handles. This one he calls Urban Micarta. It's kind of a special he did one time. I don't think he's doing it again. It's made out of 1095 high carbon steel. It has somewhat of a clip / drop point. It's a full height flat ground knife with convex micro bevel. And the blade's just a hair under 7 1/4 inches. It's about a 2 inch wide blade at its widest part. And it's 3/16 thick. Great knife. I've made plenty of one-stick fires. I've chopped with it. I've taken down, pretty good sized limbs, smaller trees. Done quite a bit of fire prep with it. I've actually carried it in Afghanistan on combat operations. It's an excellent knife, and if you really need one knife, this one wouldn't be too bad for you. Next up, I've got my Turley Green River. This is 01 high carbon tool steel. It is 3/16 thick. This one has a micarta handle. It's a caramel linen micarta with natural spacers. It's got micarta pins as well, natural micarta pins. Handle material was actually a surprise to me. I had no idea what Iz was going to put on it, and I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks great. But it's got a varied height convex grind going down. It starts here about a 1/4 to half height convex grind, working its way up to full height convex grind. And these Iz's knives are convex all the way through, whereas that one is a full height grind with a convex bevel. This one is convex through and through. It also has a steel pommel plate on the back, which really, really makes this knife one hell of a workhorse. I don't know the exact length of the blade. It's on Iz's website at turleyknives.com. You can look it up there and get a more accurate length description. But it's, I can tell you it's over 4.5 and under 5. I know that for sure. Both knives will chop. The aggressive drop point on this, the aggressive shape of the blade makes it a hell of a chopper. Choke back on it a bit. Hell of a chopper. The weight of this and the length make this a pretty beastly chopper as well. Both of them are still very nimble enough to where you could carve with it, make your feather sticks, create your notches, drill with them, what have you. Both great options for your one knife to do it all needs. Watch out, Cody. You can look up the Diving Sparrow Knife Works at divingsparrownifeworks.com, or Google Abe Elias. He's on a couple forums. He's got his own Facebook page. Give him a call, give him an email, whatever. He'll answer any questions you need. He's a great guy to work with. TurleyKnives.com to get a hold of Iz. He's the one that makes the Green River here. He's also on Bushcraft USA. I believe he's on Blade Forums and some other things as well. Shoot him an email, PM, call, whatever. Another great dude to work with. Like I said, I'm not really a one knife does it all kind of guy. You can ask both of these guys how many knives I've had on order through them and still have on order from them. And I'll let you know that I'm most definitely not a one knife kind of guy. But if you are, these are some great options for you. I'll be back. I'm going to do a little fire prep with each knife. We'll come back and see you guys in a few. All right. All right, I'm back. I've done a little bit of fire prep right now. I still got some work to go, but I wanted to stop and show you guys about just how versatile these blades are. I made a one-stick fire. I tried to be, as even as possible with both knives. Basically switching every time I baton through another piece. There's, most of the fire prep right now. I need to make some smaller pieces, and I need to make a lot more feathers and shavings. But I wanted to stop to show you, yes, these knives are beefy, strong as all get out, and they can power through just about anything. They can chop, they can baton, real workhorses. But at the same time, do pretty outstanding when it comes to the finer, delicate work. You see here, this is a Grand River with this feather stick. Excellent, excellent feathers. The very high convex grind on this knife, makes it an excellent knife for fire prep. As well as the pommel down here. When I get into pieces that maybe a little awkwardly shaped or something, whatever, I can use it to drive the tip in without, causing damage to the handle. This knife here, with its somewhat of a clip point right here, I can bury this part up here into the wood, tip first, and use this to kind of pound it through, making that a really good feature on this knife as far as a, one knife feature. And as you can see, the curls it made, this is a pretty large knife, but it made some really nice curls. But I wanted to stop and show you guys that, and I'm going to continue on finishing my prep, and we'll call it a day. Thanks for looking, guys. All right, fire prep's done. The pot's on with my Scognef pot holder. I know there's got to be a better name for it, but that's the only one I can think of. My two one knife does it all knives really do it all. Great, excellent knives. If you have any questions about them, feel free to ask me or ask the makers themselves. Once again, that's Abel Elias of Diving Sparrow Knife Works, does the one on the right here. And Iz Turley makes the Green River Woodsman's knife. Both excellent, excellent tools. This one I've had for a couple years now. Like I said, I've carried it to Afghanistan. I've used it in the woods quite a bit. This one here, I had it made while I was on my last rotation to Afghanistan. Basically, it met me right when I got home. I took the knife that was out before this called the Gasconade, very similar to this one, to Afghanistan. Did excellent there. I've used both in the woods. This one right now is normally what I carry on my belt. I'll carry a bunch of other knives, but that one usually is on my belt. And Toady just took my knife, which, beware of dogs and children. Couldn't have been good for him. But so this one's usually on my belt no matter what. I bring this one along a lot of times. Both would be excellent as one tools or partnered up with other ones. I still like my machetes. I still like my smaller knives. I have a couple smaller ones from Abe, a regular normal-sized bushcrafter, which is a little closer to size to this one. I've also got a neck knife from him, as well as a Pucko, and wife's got a knife from him. It's more like a woodsman's paring knife that she loves. It's great for food prep. But that one right there is my heavy beast of a tool from him. My Turley knives, I've got 5. I've got a couple more in order. I've got this one, the Gasconnet, which is very similar. I've got his PSK knife, which, you know, very mini knife, made to go in an Altoids tin. Great little blade to have around in your pocket. I've also got, you know, a couple machetes from him, and, you know, more in order. A lot of times I carry, you know, 3 to 5, maybe sometimes more, but very rarely less. But if I had to pick one tool and go, it would be one of these two. And at that point, I think it would come to a coin toss, because it's really hard to say which one I would rather take over the other. All right, folks, once again, this is Kerry, and that crazy little dog down there is Cody. And thanks for watching. Bye.
As if I were there. I got a friend named